it's Michelle Green with Morristown TV today. A brand new day, a brand new month, a brand new year, a brand new decade. And we are here at Rose Center with the ever wonderful, funny, mega talented Miss Candy Durman. Hello, my dear.
Hello, Michelle. How are you? Did you have a good New Year, start to the New Year?
I did. And I just took the microphone right away while you were talking. I'm so sorry. But yes, and Happy New Year to you and your wonderful family as well. Okay, so I feel like I haven't seen you in forever because I think in December I was actually talking to Becky.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and jump in because I know I saw your cheat sheet. I know you got a lot of things happening this month, so let's tell our friends all about it.
Absolutely. We're going to start off with our art exhibit. Every month we have a rotating art exhibit. We're going to kick off 2020 with a wonderful local celebration of artist Kay Murphy. She passed away last year, and she was a prolific painter, very celebrated and successful in her work. The family has very graciously loaned us some of her original paintings, and then, of course, she had a large collection of prints and other things here at Rose Center. So we're going to combine all that into a wonderful show called Remembering Kay Murphy. It opens January the 13th. It's free and open to the public Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So be sure and come on and check out that show. It's going to be great.
Well, and a couple of things about that. I know you do a lot of different art exhibits from people from everywhere, but I think there's something endearing about an exhibit that's done by somebody right here from home. And correct me if I'm wrong, this art exhibit is just a little bit different. In addition to seeing all of the works of Miss Murphy, you can buy some, right?
That's right. That's my understanding, Michelle, is every piece of work in the exhibit will be available for purchase if anybody is interested. I know there are several folks locally who collect her work, and this may very well be the last time that they have an opportunity to collect the pieces that maybe they liked and didn't get.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, let's go ahead and talk about some other things going on.
Sure, absolutely. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We have such good music coming up. We finished our 2020 Music at the Rose lineup, so we're all booked and ready for the whole year. I'm super excited. But before we get to that, Java Jive. Man, we've got another Java Jive coming up on the 10th. And that will be with Denny Cluck. He is a wonderful artist and spiritualist and healer and musician and songwriter. He did not start publicly performing until he was 61 years old. And he has just held on to that little talent for all those many years. And so we're excited that he's finally sharing it with the rest of us. He's a very, very good performer.
Well, not just, we won't say he held on to it, he fine-tuned it for all those years. Now, did I read somewhere that he is a self-taught musician, or did I dream that?
Nope. He is completely self-taught. As a matter of fact, in my interview with him, he answered that question with, "I'm still waiting for someone to teach me." I know, you can believe that. But no, he's very, very, he has a lot of experience. He does write all of his own stuff. It's my understanding he will do a couple of beloved covers, but he's just a really interesting guy. And he's someone that, you know, has made his life on Clinch Mountain, lives in a homemade house. It's beautiful. It's filled with just really eclectic items and neat stuff. And I'm just really excited to get to introduce him to the community because he's a special guy.
It sounds like he is. And, you know, and with the Java Jive series, and yeah, doors open at 6:30. The show starts at 7. It's totally free. But what I think is so cool about it, you never know what you're going to get. One month it may be Broadway music, and then you may have country, and then you may have jazz. You just never know, right?
Just never know. And we try to keep it diverse. We understand that not everybody likes the same kind of music, and so we really try hard to make sure that we have an eclectic lineup.
Well, I think you make an A+ in that category. So what else do you guys have going on?
Well, I think the thing I'd like to go into next is it's January. It's the very beginning of a new year. Everybody's feeling motivated to make positive changes in their life. There's nowhere better in Morristown to do that than Rose Center. We have a ton of classes to choose from. Charlotte Brindley, our education coordinator, she is constantly recruiting new teachers so that we have new classes to offer. And I'm very excited. Just very quickly, I'm going to go through Art for Young Minds. Starts again Saturday, January the 18th. This is for our smallest artists, ages 4 to 2nd grade. There are 2 sessions, and it's going to be great. We've had a lot of requests for a little bitty art class, and we finally got somebody who's willing to do it.
Somebody with a lot of patience, I will add.
Patience. That's right. Absolutely. It doesn't mind cleaning up a mess. Cake decorating's coming back with Kate Russert. It starts January 20th. New sewing classes. We've also added a new yoga instructor, Colton Reinard. We have Weight Watchers bar classes, 2 ongoing yoga classes, line dancing, clogging, ballet, tap, hip-hop, point, ballroom dance, drawing, and acrylics. I mean, it's just, if you want to take on a new positive, healthy habit, come check us out because we have so much going on, Michelle.
You have plenty to choose from, and how cool. You can come and you can learn ballet, and you can also learn how to decorate a cake, and you can also let little Johnny or little Susie go do art. Yeah, all of it right here in one place at one time. It's
That's
awesome.
Absolutely right. And moms can drop off their kids for that art class and then go run some errands and come back. So we try to make it convenient for the parents too. The last thing I guess I want to share with you, Michelle, is back in December, we were at a Java Jive. And at the very end of that show, there was a couple in the audience. And we had talked about the fact that the Music at the Rose series was coming back in January with a concert by Sawt Al-Wadi.
You want to say that again?
Sawt Al-Wadi. Yes, they were formerly known as the University of Tennessee Middle Eastern Ensemble, and they're coming January the 24th. Well, when this man heard about this, I really thought he was going to kind of burst into tears with enthusiasm and excitement. He was so excited. At the end of the show, he was running around introducing himself to people at the show, and he's from Lebanon, and he moved here 5 years ago with his wife, who's British, and they are, transplants looking for ways to get involved in the community. He happened to come to the Java Jive. And this music that's coming up on the 24th is from his home. It's from his homeland. And it's his culture. And the thing that touched me the most, and this is why I do this job, is he was so excited that for the first time in 5 years, he has an opportunity to share some of his culture, some of his traditions, with his East Tennessee friends, the new folks that he's met. I remember being a kid, and I always wanted people to come see my room when friends came over. Well, this is the same kind of feeling I got from him. He was so excited, like a kid, like, oh, I get to show you part of myself. And that's what music really does. Music brings us together, and I can't think of a better time in our history where we need to look and learn and explore and celebrate all the things that we have in common. And music can really do that. Dr. Lily Gordon, who's the director of Sawt Al-Wadi, she is bringing a repertoire of music from Egypt and Lebanon and Israel and Iran, and from Sephardic Jewish music to movie scores. You guys are going to hear all of that. And you'll get to meet some of the folks from that area. That geographical location is so often misrepresented. And I tell you, these are sweet, talented people, and I hope that folks will come out and see them because I can't wait to see what his culture is like.
It's been a long time since I have seen you this bubbly, so yeah, I can only imagine your conversation with that gentleman and his wife. I bet that was very heart-wrenching in a good way.
It really touched me.
Well, and I know we've talked about some things, but there's one more thing I want to ask you about. We're in the gallery here where you can come in and buy local artwork from local artists. Please explain to me what this is. I'm even going to step back and give the mic to you, and I never give my mic to anybody, and let you tell me what this is.
Oh, Michelle, this is an old printing press. I'm not exactly sure who donated it or where it came from. I'm sure Bob Spurko could probably tell us that. I'm not real familiar with the age, but it looks like it's probably in the early 1900s. One of my favorite pieces in the entire building, because my family has a history of printers, and so sometimes I come over and just rub the board a little bit for luck. And we have all kinds of stuff. You just never know what you're going to find at Rose Center, Michelle. There's always something.
Absolutely. And thank you for sharing that, because I had no earthly idea. But you know what? And I know we've mentioned this before, but since we're having this conversation about history, there is a whole room upstairs, a history museum, with all kinds of goodies just like this from things that have to do with Hamlin County and Morristown. Totally free of charge too, right?
Totally free. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Anybody's welcome. Just stop in the office and let us know you're here so we can unlock the room for you.
Yeah, it would be easier to get in a door that was not locked. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying tuned to Channel 7 Morristown TV today. And again, there are so many fun, cool things happening at Rose Center. I hope you do come check it out. See you next time.